Our race fans, we're here tonight with Kelly Walker, the winner of the late model division and the winner of the limited sportsman main event, the first of the big bonus triple here at Albany Motor Speedway. Kelly, man, congratulations! Great run tonight.
Thank you.
We, I wanted to ask you a few things as we go along here. We're going to start out about the late model. Now tonight, you set fast time 14.444. Skip Pinnell was outside there. 14.475. You had a good car tonight, and just tell us a little bit about the late model race.
We hadn't run that Capital this year very much. We've been running Masterbuilt over here, and we got two of those cars, and we decided that we might need to part of the Masterbuilt, work on our Capital program a little bit, and we got some new shocks and springs and a few new things, and Shane Clanton and Marshall Green have been helping me a lot with that car, and we decided to bring it over here and just wasn't expecting a whole lot, but ended up the track kind of went in my favor tonight, and we just tried to put it on the pole.
Well, I tell you what, that you beat me to my next question, bringing the Capital car tonight versus the Masterbuilt. But the racetrack started out, a little bit, tacky, and as the night went on, it took a little bit of rubber. Didn't look like it got real slick, but the car. And part of that, your driving style and your team, but the car just seemed like it adapted nicely to those changes.
It did. The racetrack did slicking off a little bit, and I was trying to run the higher side on the racetrack, but that Capital car seems to like a little better, slicker racetrack than that Masterbuilt. The Masterbuilt, when we first pulled up, told my father-in-law, I said, boy, we done messed up. We should have had that Masterbuilt. So, but it all worked out. Shane called me a couple of times and helped me out. We ended up having a good night.
Well, I got to ask you this too on the late model show. What about those first couple of laps with your limited sportsman car owner, Skip Pinnell, driving that C2 for James Simons tonight? Man, there's a couple of times I just couldn't look.
Yeah, I didn't have too good of a start. I kind of was in no man's land where I started, and Mr. Skip, he got the jump on me, and I just had a good run coming off the corner, and I just figured he'd run it in pretty hard, so I kind of dove to the bottom, and it just over here, a lot of it's luck, and it just fell my way. And I told Skip, I said, you run into my car, we'll have to have a talk on Monday when he comes over there. But now, me and Skip, we got a good relationship, and we were just going to race each other hard and do the best we could do.
It put on a good show for the fans there. Y'all were mixing it up, and you had LaVon Sloan right behind you, and Jay Johnson. I mean, just a some tough competition there in the late model class, but you done good, picked up another win. 2014 started out well in the late models, and just look for you to probably continue on as y'all's playing moving forward.
We're gonna try to. We really concentrated on some stuff over here to it all be in. We're gonna try to venture out a little bit now and kind of see what we can do some other places, but we just been trying to run good. It's our home track. We just try to support it, when we can. So.
We appreciate that, and we're going to shift gears on you now. Let's talk about the limited sportsman feature. I got to ask you, are you tired?
I think we run like 175 laps in that limited race. But no, the track actually now was pretty smooth, and everything was good with it, so it worked out all right.
Well, in that, in the limited sportsman, you were second quick. Jeffrey Summerlin out on the pole. But you had a good car all night. Tell us a little bit about that car. I know y'all worked a lot of hours this week to get it ready, and just a little bit of the preparation that went into that to get here tonight.
We did. That car is Mr. Skip's car, and the yellow car that I had been running, the Scorpion chassis, we sold it this week. Was hoping that people weren't going to get it, was going to run it one more time, but they come up wanting the car to run here. And Mr. Skip had that car there at our place, and said if I wanted to fix it up and run it, that he'd be more than happy to let me drive it. And so we started work on that thing on Tuesday night, and it was sitting on jack stands when everything under it was bent. And we started working on it, replacing parts, and we got it going. And we just come over here blind with it, hadn't ever run that car, and just it worked out good for me. Jeffrey was going to be tough. I mean, that wasn't no doubt. But everything just fell into my hands tonight, and I just want to give Mr. Russell Brown, it's a Russell Brown car, and it's an 08 or 09. And Skip called him and asked him a few questions. He was more than happy to help me, and we got it on the right track.
Well, you had a good line going there, and I tell you, you know, you looked like you were running towards the middle and top of the racetrack for quite a while. But man, that Russell Welch sometimes just comes out of nowhere. He loves that bottom. It just seems like he works it, and I saw him jump down there a couple of times, and he raced you extremely clean.
He did.
And looked like you were able to maybe take that line away from him a few laps, but could you tell he was there?
Yeah, if that caution hadn't come out there one time, I think he would have got on by me. But I kind of got up in the middle of the racetrack, trying to keep my momentum up with that 602 engine, and I needed to stay lower. Once I stayed lower, I felt like if we could get going with that thing, I'd be okay. But as long as I stayed to the bottom, I was fine. But if I drifted up, them other guys, man, them built motors, they were really strong. So.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Round 2 of the big bonus triple coming up in a couple weeks here, May 24th. $3,000 bonus if you can win all 3 of them. I know you're going to put forth the effort, but we want to congratulate you tonight on your future wins.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.